Hello everybody, it is me, 𝖊𝖊𝖉𝖎, without my mascot because she needs to be repainted. But I wanted to say a few things before this very long video starts. First and foremost, I recorded this video on 2 separate SD cards and my phone. I tried to get the order of every clip in, like, an accurate order, you know, since I don't have all the dates written down and everything, that was a bit difficult. You'll still be able to understand what's happening, hopefully. I just want to apologize if the order is incorrect, but I don't think any of us will ever know if it is in the video. The second thing I want to have a disclaimer for is that since this is an art form, there is no right way to do it. I am explaining how I do it and why I think it's a good method and why it works for me. That's all I'm trying to do, so don't interpret any other way, I guess. Another disclaimer is that there are only minor spoilers in this video. Only very minor spoilers of like things that happen, but even then, you could watch this video and then watch the episode or the series in general and not have everything ruined for you. But if you want to go into the series with a complete surprise, click off this video, go watch the series before you watch this video. I will put a link in the description or like a thing in the card up there. Not really sure, you'll find it, it's somewhere, that's for sure. Also, speaking of dates, I tried in the video at first to say today this is the date of the video or when I'm recording, but I kept forgetting to do that, so some stuff may look like it's on the same day, but it's really not. I just don't want anyone to overestimate how much I do in a day because I'm really lazy. That might be a bit unclear. Also, some might wonder how long it took for me to make the series episode. I started creating this episode in the beginning of August. I started filming on August the 8th. That's when I started filming, but I started preparing for it a little bit before and doing work before that date, as you will see in the video, because I do work on the episodes before I start filming them. And then I think I re-rendered the episode like the day or the day before it was uploaded, so you'll get an accurate time frame of how long it took to make. I also want to say I was sick during some portions of the video, and when I get sick it takes a long time for my throat to recover. Even if I just get a little bit of a cough, it stays for a while. So if my voice sounds weird throughout the video or if I voice crack, that's what it is. But those are a lot of disclaimers, so without further ado, let's get into the video. So the absolute first thing that I do before I start filming the episode or anything is to read through the script again. So today we're gonna read through episode 6, and the reason why I read through the episode script again before I start recording, there are many reasons. One, so I can kind of assess how many sets I need to craft, what I need to craft these sets, as well as certain things I can't craft, like do I need to buy anything online? I assess things like that, and I also check for maybe some inconsistency or something, because as much as, like, you know, I have a script editor, she's awesome, but sometimes people can miss things, especially when you do, because when we edit the script and when I edit the script alone or whatever, like we usually edit multiple episodes at once and you might miss something. And it's also like, I know everything that's gonna happen in the series. She doesn't. So there might be certain things that I realize, oh, since this is gonna happen in the future, I need to add something or change a line slightly, just stuff like that. Even though the first 9 episodes are technically finished, the script is not finished until the episode is out, because then I'm never gonna touch it again. Okay, the first thing I decided to do was just change the name of the episode. The episode was originally gonna be calling the shots, because, you know, I wanted to include film terminology, but it's like, I just think 𝖘𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 fits a lot better. If you haven't watched episode 6, it will be out before this video, without a doubt, so go watch that. Avoid spoilers and things like that, but just if you watch it, you know that 𝖘𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 just fits a lot better. So yeah, but I just try to pick the name of the episode based off the content within the episode referring to something, and if I can, I'll try to throw in maybe a psychological term or like or I'll include like a film term, because I research a lot about film for this, so if you can add a little reference, I'll do that. And if I can add a reference to a movie, I will do that, just because that fits the series. So that is kind of how I pick the episode names. That I've also decided that you see here, right? 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 thingy. Basically, if you know how screenwriting works, that's just the location and where the set is at. Or the series is about an actor and you see parts of the show he's recording in. I originally wanted the parts of the show to be like some metaphor, commentary stuff on what is happening in the episodes, but that failed. So they're just gonna stand in the set. I'm not gonna record when they act in the scene or anything like that, because it doesn't contribute to the plot. The metaphor thing failed. I also think I'm going to have voice actor for this episode, because I suck at working with voice actors. I'm gonna say that right now. I suck at it. So apologies to all my voice actors, especially the long-term ones. But here, they're part of the film team. The film team is not that important to the plot, they just exist as backdrop. I could easily have voice actors here. I try to work with voice actors and make it more realistic. I'm not the best voice actor, and even if I was, every person has limitations on what they can do with their voice and how they can change it and how they can speak. So having somebody with a different voice come in gives more variety to the characters, but it's also like, if a voice actor just quit on me, I'm screwed. Well, not if I do temporarily or short-term voice acting things or have temporary voice actors, but like if I have voice actor for a main character like Oliver or Felix, if they bail on me during the middle of making the series, I'm screwed. I'm so fucked. So that's why I do the main characters for the most part. For the most part, all the reoccurring characters are voiced by me. For the most part, some of them are not, but most of them are side characters that don't make that many appearances. They will be voice acted by other people. I also try to script as much of the series as possible before I even started making the series, but sometimes that is really hard, and sometimes you have to change minor things before the episode. I also sometimes pre-prepare, so in this episode the character Skylar is going to appear. She's voice acted by Rosie Toasty. She's one of the, I think she's the only voice actor that is like a reoccurring voice actor, so the character will exist throughout multiple episodes, and I actually already have the lines from her. This episode recorded before because I sent them to her and she recorded them, so I don't need to ask her for the lines. Also, apologies to my voice actors. I suck at talking to voice actors. You guys are awesome, but I'm not. Sorry. But also, while looking through the script, I realized that while I will have to craft some sets, those sets are going to be very simple. I probably don't have to purchase any new LPS furniture. I can craft some LPS furniture, but my crafting abilities are limited, so a lot of times I end up buying more. Plus, the characters are rich. That means that the furniture needs to look vintagey, expensive, and good, because that's what's realistic for the characters, and I can't always craft that, so a lot of the times I need to purchase furniture, rip my bank account. But this time around I don't think I need to purchase any new furniture, which is good, because then I save money, and I also don't have to wait for shipping. That is something that had delayed episodes sometimes. I realized that I need to buy a certain piece of furniture for like a set, and then the shipping takes a while. I'll have to craft a few walls for one scene, but other than that, I don't think I need to craft anything else. I will have to craft something that is very difficult to craft though, and that is a suit. This isn't something I always do, but not a lot of times, honestly. I did it for episode 1, and that's probably about it. But sometimes I put a bit more effort into the clothing the LPS wears. Something that isn't talked about in the LPS community a lot is how color in film and photography and in media can affect like the emotions, and how clothing in LPS series can actually be kind of important. If you have a guy character that don't care about their clothing because they're a guy, then you know, you slap a collar on them. But if they're a bit more girly, or in my case, like this character is a former model, so naturally you have to think about who your character is at all times. This character is a former model. She's going to have a lot of knowledge about clothing and what looks good. Also, as a filmmaker, she is the antagonist, the villain. I want to portray her in a negative and evil way. And one kind of subtextual way that I sometimes do that is I like to most of the time dress her up in evil colors. In quotation, no color is evil, but some color have a more of an evil vibe. Like you would see a villain wear red, you would see a villain wear black, and I just think those colors suit the collie as well. So I mean, I try to dress her up in red and black often because those colors are kind of associated with evil, and I think they fit her personality too. Just watch the series if you haven't, that makes things a lot easier here. Ultimately, color is very underutilized, and her entire house is red, black, and a little bit of brown because I'm trying to convey a certain emotion when you are in her house. But this is also a party scene, you know. It has to look good because she's a model going to a party. So I'm actually gonna create multiple outfits for her and then just compare them and then try to decide which outfit she should wear in this scene. I don't do this all the time with 𝖊𝖈. Sometimes she does dress more casual and the outfit doesn't matter as much, but it's an important party to her. And if the character wants to put a bit more effort into it, I oftentimes have to put more effort into it. Like how this character puts a lot of effort into decor and drains my bank account because I have to buy her new furniture. So my desk is over here. Here's 𝖊𝖈, my little filming spot. Then we have Felix and Reese, hello, some acrylic paint, and then in this little shelving I have the clothing, LPS clothing. This is for bead necklaces, this is for glasses, but a bunch of other clothing has fallen into it. My bows are supposed to be hair or just like headwear, but the dresses have fallen into that, so I need to get another like LPS clothing spot. Here are hot glue or just colors in general, Hasbro colors, hot glue colors, dressing colors. Here are jackets, shirts, stuff like that, and the suit. Here it is. I think this is for hats. Yeah, this is for hats. This is for scarves. This is just for an extra category. Flower crowns, some specific earrings that you can see there. And sometimes I put important clothing items there, like that necklace was important in episode 4 and it just stayed there. So 𝖊𝖈 wear gold to look more powerful because I often associate gold with power. Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of feeling like maybe she should wear silver for this. She doesn't wear silver that often. First off, we have this outfit that I'm considering. This is the second outfit I put together. This is the third outfit, I think. This is probably the last outfit I'm gonna put together for her. I'm having a hard time choosing, so we'll have to see what gets picked. I might ask a friend or two. Okay guys, so I'm going to start storyboarding, because I storyboard before I make the series. The reason I do this is to help with the angles when I record. When you're filming, you're focusing on a lot of things, like making sure the lighting is right. Just lots of things going to filming. You'll see later. To make that process easier, it's good to have a storyboard so you see this is the angle I'm supposed to be or supposed to record. You can think of it like how artists usually draw a sketch before they do the official piece of drawing. They have a sketch. That's essentially what storyboard is, but for filming. So if you're wondering, oh, why do you need storyboard? That's why. Try drawing a drawing without a sketch. Like that would be hard, right? Some people print out these like square things so that they have the squares fill out. I don't have a printer, and printer ink is expensive. So what I usually do is that I draw the squares just like this. I usually don't even bother drawing underneath here because the line of the sketchbook kind of, you know, does the job. So I only draw the square here. That's usually what I do, and then I look at the script and decide like and try to visualize in my head what it's going to be like. Also, one thing I forgot, I usually write down the scene where the scene is here, so as well, either the episode title or like here for episode 6. I should write storyboard. This is chaotic. Storyboard, and then just interior. The int in film script stands for interior, so you just write down the scene interior studio. I don't have enough space to write set, and I understand there is supposedly a studio set, so we're gonna keep it like that. I don't care. I'm the only one that looks at my storyboards usually, and then once we're done with that part, we need to think, okay, they're in this studio set. I know what it looks like and I already have it. I'm gonna write mostly the poses, so I think Felix would be over here. Hold on, I need to fix it. I think Felix would be over here. So I draw like a cat. And I draw Hailey's supposed to be in this scene. She's over here. And I draw a dog. If there's a line of dialogue, I will write down that line of dialogue. So Mike will yell cut because the scene is finished, right? That's how the episode starts. So we will write, I will draw an arrow next to their head because before they were staring at each other and talking because that's what they're supposed to do in the movie. But when he yells, their heads move and they're like, huh? Or not huh, but you know, they notice it. So I draw that little symbol to show that their heads turned around. I have barely even begun with the storyboard, or begun. Yeah, but I need to show you something else. So here's the next. This is a continuation of the shot, like that shot, because they stand there for a while you're staring, and you can see this line said by a background character. Not too important, but I want to set the scene a bit. And then you can see the second shot here. When a line goes across multiple shots like this, I usually write it so that it's shown underneath both shots. So here, the line is both underneath this shot, a little bit underneath that shot, and as well as this shot. However, if the line was only in, let's say, this shot, I would write it a little differently. I'll show you that in a moment when that happens in storyboard. Okay. So this is what I mean, what I spoke about before. This line is only within one shot. Very ugly drawing, I know. Therefore, I'm only gonna rate it underneath this one shot. I'm not writing the full line though, because it's a bit longer. This is just so I know which line to look for the script, and I can look for the rest of the line in script. It's just the first sentence. Got a lot of like storyboarding done yesterday, like during the night, because I stayed up a bit later. My cat wants attention right now, so that's what I'm gonna give her. But I got a lot of it done. In fact, over half of it is done. So I'm gonna try to finish it today, so I won't have to storyboard, and then I can start filming. I don't know exactly when, but hopefully tomorrow. I'll start creating sets and everything too. So yeah. Look at little Randy and how cute she is. So cute. I also think it's funny that I barely drew any no facial expression on this, and no, not even the body, just like the head, so you know where the angle is. Same here for other facial expressions, and here as well. She's like, huh? I think 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎 is trying to tell me that I'm not supposed to be filming right now because he's laying on the storyboard. But you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway, and I'm gonna spend time with 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎 at the same time. Woo! So cute! Okay, I am basically done with my storyboard. I mean, I'm thinking of doing maybe like one shot or adding one shot after this shot, but it's basically finished. Like, it's the end of the scene, whatever. I've been storyboarding for hours, nearly non-stop. Hopefully we can start designing the set for the first like scene so that I can start filming tomorrow, but I will have to see how that goes. Between the time of episode 3 where the last full set was, and now I have visited like a film studio. I didn't think film studios would look so interesting. I thought they would be kind of bland and boring, to be honest, but they just weren't. So I'm gonna try to this part of studio not bland and boring, because I don't want bland and boring sets. I feel like that's just, I'm gonna put like these away, these backgrounds and floors and everything, but before I'm gonna look for this little box, or it's on a box. This is my bed, okay, and underneath my bed I put nearly all my backgrounds because it's convenient to have them there, and I have storage in my bed, so why not? As much as this is a white like brick wall, I still feel like that's slightly more interesting, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm just gonna look through, or there it is. I looked for this piece because it has a door on it, and I think having a door this code out studio is useful, so I decided to put that set thing because it was in like a scene where the character was reading the script, kind of. If you watch it, you know. And I put this over here. I don't have a wall there, and I'm hoping in none of the angles I will need a wall there. Since we are recording a film set, we have to use our brains and think, right? Like, what items would logically be in a film set? I have this tiny plastic box, as you can see here, and in this box I have a bunch of random tiny but useful items because I don't want to lose them, and if I put them in my normal like storagey thingy, I feel like they would get lost and it would be hard to find them. So I'm gonna look through this and find some small items. In my series, they're recording a fantasy series, and I got this mini box recently. I want an excuse to use it, so we're gonna put it in the background over there. Okay, so I've just been walking around my apartment trying to find things that I use for film sets. We have the microphone over here, that's a bit messed up, like whatever. You have this box, also a bit messed up, but it's gonna be in the background, whatever. My film chair, the little clipping board, where they're all just like I don't know. Now, I didn't know this, but I found out today. I have 2 Trevors. So technically I have 3, but third Trevor is something else. This is the 𝖘𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 compared to this one. I've already used this one in the series, so I'm gonna have to keep using him, but like I completely forgot that I had a second Trevor. Okay, so I'm gonna dress up a bunch of the characters that are on the film set. We're gonna take away new Trevor, sadly, and dress up old Trevor. We have this random guy that's a cameraman, doesn't even have a name. I think I called him Dave, but I don't know. Then we have this guy that doesn't have a name. He's cameraman 1 or cameraman 2, I don't know. Then we have Diana, the makeup artist. We have more characters in the film team. I don't know where they are right now, so I'm just gonna dress the ones that I do know where they are up. Okay, I actually found the rest of the cast. This is Scripty. Scripty is like script supervisor. Then we have 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆. I feel like these characters are very developed. She's a side character. She holds the microphone and takes care of the audio, but she hates her job. She's like, why did I do this? I think she failed as an actress, and it's like, fine, I'll hold the mic, but she absolutely hates it. And then there's Mike, producer and director. Usually in film sets, the producer and film director are separate. I think they can even have multiple types of directors sometimes. Here's the thing, usually on a film set there's like 100 people working, if not a bit less or a bit more, but roughly 100 people, and keeping track of all of those background characters and people when you're script writing is impossible. It's so difficult, and especially it's difficult to keep track of now as well, now that I'm just like recording the LPS series. So I try to narrow it down to as few people as possible. So yeah, I'm just gonna dress up the LPS. I don't care that much about what the guy characters wear, because most men in real life don't care about what they wear that much, so why should I do that for my male background characters? I'll try to dress them up, all of them up, because I hate when all the characters in the background are naked. Okay, so my friend Tiffany gave me a few crochet skirts, and I have some other clothing, and I created this outfit on this cat, but I want to try it on 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆, so we're gonna do that and see if it turns out good enough. I was right, her outfit is gorgeous. I feel like she should be an actor, so I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff. The camera is as zoomed out as it can be, so we're gonna place all the characters and in their right spots and put some more things in their place, and I'm gonna have to try to find a few things that I don't know where they are right now because I need them for the film set. My throat is all kinds of fucked up, but I've done a lot of basics for the set. We have Scripty, we have the males, and then the girlies right there. But I have this calendar. This is the first calendar I made. This is the second one that I made after I lost this one, but then I found it again. Anyway, I'm gonna draw more dates on the calendar and then just like put it in the background because it adds realism and makes it more interesting. And I feel like, you know, I want people to see that I put details into this. So details where you can see maybe the date. Also, I need to show you guys, I bought these cameras a while back, mini camera, but they're like too big for LPS because you take a random one, then like too big. And you know, in the beginning I was sad. I was like, I cannot use these cameras. But never mind. Okay guys, so I am going to glue on the wire on the back of the LPS's head, and I thought I'd show you a little life hack, okay? And create something like this, so you're able to hold the LPS, or not LPS, that's what you're not doing, so you can hold the wire easier. I have heard some people have this problem, but I've never experienced it myself. But where the glue either bleaches the back of the LPS's head or rips the plastic, but I have never had that happen. I think it depends on the hot glue you use. So if you're Swedish and have the store, I want to show you what hot glue I use. It is from a store called 𝖊𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆. I actually 𝖊𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 is the first place where I got, or the place where I got my very first set of LPS. This is the glue that I use. It has been consistently good and worked with LPS. I'm not sure what makes it work with LPS. I just realized I placed the set incorrectly, which is like, how do you place a set incorrect? Well, technically it's not incorrectly, but if I move the walls, it will be way more convenient to film. My camera does not have a movable viewfinder, if that's what they're called. I don't remember exactly. But you know, the screen on the camera where you see the film and what it looked like, it is not movable. So if I put my camera too close to the wall, I can't see what is being recorded while it's being, because it's close to the wall. I sometimes combat that by putting a mirror at the back of my camera. I can show you later. It's inconvenient and I try to avoid it at all costs. With the way the set is built and the angles I'm gonna film, I'm gonna have to, you see the little wall over there, I'm gonna have to take the brick wall behind, put it somewhere over here, put the camera there, hope I can get the angles I want, hope it's in focus. When maybe it's not, I wouldn't know because I can't see it unless I use a mirror. Even then, that's a bit difficult sometimes. It's gonna be very difficult to move around like the camera and get the angles I want for the sets and everything. So I'm thinking of just moving the set, because if that wall, if the entrance wall is here in the middle, and then I put the side wall like here, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to move the camera around in the angles that I need to move them based off the storyboard. And it's gonna give me more space and I'm gonna be able to see the viewfinder. So if I move the set around, I will have more space to place the camera and stuff without having to move props, because otherwise I might have to move many props and might be inconvenient. So I'm gonna have to flip the entire set around and then it will be easier to film. This is a better decision in the long run, but right now I'm like, no, but yeah. Okay, so right before filming I will show you my set and how I set things up and just other useful information. Okay, here we have the set. If you're wondering what I'm using for the cables or whatever they're called, it's just string, regular black string that you use to sew. And then we have the set here. I don't have a background for this space, but you know what I do have? I have this. I don't want the background to have windows, but if I record the angles in certain, well, angles, you won't be able to see the windows and therefore it will look like just regular brick wall. And then we have like the script over here, like on my desk, it's right next to the set, just over there, like, yeah. And then we have the storyboard here. There's some very cursed, like, drawings, very ugly drawings. And I have that right next to the script, so yeah, let's get to filming. Yeah, sometimes I will record shots out of order, so instead of cutting to when Mike talks, I immediately record the next line that Felix had. I just record multiple lines at the same time, in the same place, so you don't have to rearrange sets, but I don't do that all the time. I can fuck up the shots sometimes, because you don't take in consideration how the other character will move in the shot. That's I need the script supervisor. No, but like I did a continuity error. Because you see Felix scar here, like it's supposed to be in this scene. He's on a film set. He's supposed to have it covered up with makeup, so it's not as noticeable. It's not covered up in makeup, so I'm gonna have to do that and then refilm some of the other shots.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No! Some of you may be wondering, is it possible to put makeup on LPS and have it come off? And the answer is yes. You can even do it on scars or paint it on with acrylic paint. You have to be a bit careful with how you do it, and especially when you clean it off, you can't just do whatever. Firstly, you take a makeup palette. This is the makeup palette I decided to go, and you know, since Felix has black fur, it's easier for me. You open the makeup palette, you know, it's very dirty, how nice. You don't even need a freaking makeup brush. You can take a paintbrush or a Q-tip, it doesn't matter too much. And then just put it on. It's not as visible now. Yeah, you can still see the scar, of course, but it blends in more with his fur, so that's good. Okay, so we have Felix here, yes, in my sink. So we're gonna take warm water, and not too much, just like a little bit running down the sink, and then carefully put that on the scar. I don't know why you saw that, but whatever. Take a cotton like this, and then you gently, not rub, you do little dotting things like this, and then the makeup should come off. If you rub it like this, or just use a normal towel, it can damage the paint. Acrylic paint is more fragile than paint on the Hasbro bottle on this, so you know, you have to be careful. So you lightly dab it on until it's gone. Sometimes you may want to put some water on the cotton and then gently dab it on, make sure all the makeup is gone. And then the dry part you can also dab on, and then you just do that until the makeup is gone. Okay, so I am done filming for this set. I have also filmed the extra shots and replaced the bad shots in my editor. So like everything is done with the filming. I don't need this set anymore. I'm gonna take it down, put everything back in its original place, and then okay, so I was looking through my old set pieces and I found this set piece for like Oliver and Felix's old bedroom, right? And I think I could use this for the apartment, but I'll save time if I reuse this because then I won't have to craft another door. You know, it has some of that landlord paint job. I don't know if you can see it like there, how the hinge is slightly painted with white paint over it. Like, yeah, landlord paint. Which color do I want to repaint? Do I want to repaint this side or this side? I feel like, you know, both have pretty bad paint jobs, but I feel like this one is a bit worse, but it's also a bit more difficult to paint over. But I might use the white wall more, but then I don't want to use the white wall more because I don't want to have white backgrounds. Or I'm probably gonna use the blue background again. That's the thing, right? Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna paint the wall in a gray color, and then I will keep this side of the wall the same because you're not gonna see that same side of the wall in the scene. This bit freaking died, so apologies for the shitty lighting. But I also found this set piece, this set piece that I used for Haley's living room at some point. These fabric pieces are glued on. I can probably temporarily lift them up in a lot of easy ways. Back of it, the color in the same color as the other wall, because that's gonna be easier for crafting the windows. Like, I'm sorry if you really wanted to see me craft the windows and you're like, how does that work? I can make a separate video on that if it doesn't come up later in this video. I'm gonna be lazy today because it saves time. So this is the floor that I think I'm going to use because I think it could be used in an apartment floor. I am mostly done with, or I am done with painting, but I'm not done with putting the setup. On this side, we don't want these to be visible from the other side, like the curtains. So we're gonna take this tape. It's not normal tape. It's made for, like, you know, when you paint and you don't want the paint on certain parts of the thing you're painting. That's what this tape is made for. So we'll take some of that. I don't know where my scissors are right now, so. And then we just tape this. We tape these so that they don't fall down, and it shouldn't damage the paint on here at all, because this tape is made to go on paint. Like, if it somehow damages the paint, I don't care that much, to be honest, because the paint job is so terrible. Like, you cannot see it on camera, but it looks god awful. I'm planning on repainting it by the time I make another episode of this set anyway, so there we go. Well, it's not gonna be visible, so just put up these sets like this. First we have that background, we have this background that goes over there. I actually think I want to do it like this, so you put the background. Guys, I think I might have discovered, like, the best LPS life hack ever. If you struggle to put 3 pieces of the set together, just use this kind of tape. Like, legit, it works so good, and you can just take it off and it's not gonna ruin the paper or acrylic paint or cardboard, whatever that you put it on. Is this what the person that discovered fire felt like? Like, it actually holds up so together, or so well together. Like, yes, I'm using some things in the back to, like, really hold it up, but even with using these things, it sometimes falls down. It's so perfect now. Get this freaking tape if you're an LPS Series creator. Like, it's so useful. It's so useful and it's so good. It's like magic. Oh, you slightly fix the position and then boom, perfect again. I'm actually so happy about this. It's so amazing. Oh my god. Does anybody else do this? Because I've never seen it before. I just see people using random items they have, like that or that. I've seen people use the anime figurines to hold their sets up. I've never seen people use this tape, but like, you totally should. Do it. Just do it. You're not gonna regret anything, I promise. Okay, so I have this old film or camera lamp here. It still works. I just can't put it on the camera because it broke. So I'm gonna use it behind the window. If you're ever wondering how I'm getting light from behind the window, I don't know if I want the white lighting coming out though. I want the light blue. I feel like that would look nice. I can link these lamps in the description if you guys want them, because they're really good. Like, this didn't break because of lack of quality. This broke because I dropped it on concrete floor. I'm surprised my camera didn't break. Okay, so I decided to remove the body glitter that I put behind the set to make it stand up because it's not neat anymore, and I put the lamp there so it wouldn't be visible. I want to put it more like it's behind this section of the wall, and I want to put it more upwards so that it really glows from the windows, if that makes sense. I'm gonna find an item I can use for that. I think this could work, so we're gonna try that. Yes, I think it's way better now. So this is what it looks like behind. Give you the background and everything, and then from the front it looks like this. Okay, so underneath my bed here I have this, like, it's lots of different LPS furniture and some smaller accessories that I should remove so that this bin is exclusive to the bigger accessories, because looking for small accessories in this bin is a pain in the ass, but I'm lazy. So I'm gonna take out things that, like, I know I want in this set. Like, I want this bed. Yeah, I'm gonna look through and see what I can find. Just ignore the potential dog barks you might hear in the background. This is what I've done with the set so far. I decided to turn off the lamp because, you know, I don't want to run out of battery, and I'm probably not gonna have the time to film today, actually. So more moving boxes. Usually I want to include as many little things as possible, like books and things like that, but it's like, he's just moving into this apartment. I just don't think he would naturally have a lot of things out yet. Like, they're still in the moving boxes. So for the sake of realism, we're not gonna do that. So I'm pretty much done with the set and the outfits for the characters and everything like that. But yeah, here is the set. Nothing too fancy. We have the door over there, the moving boxes, Oliver holding the letter, and yeah, my desk is chaotic. I customized yesterday. Give me a break. Sometimes I will use that lamp. It is a bit, I don't know, glitchy, you could say. Like, if I turn it on, you have to put the cord in the right direction, but I use this lamp sometimes. If it's like an outdoor set during the day, or it's supposed to be light inside the room. And then I use this lamp that I put on the camera whenever I want more direct lighting that looks really good. But I'm gonna lower the dimness on it because it's at 100 right now and I want it to be a bit lower than that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, I'm actually so happy that I added that tape to the corner. Because look, now that I need to record a shot and the wall's in the way, I can just with the wall and everything still stands up perfectly. It doesn't fall down or anything like you saw. It's so good. I'm gonna use this tactic in the future. Definitely. It's never going to stop. I feel like I have discovered the secrets of God. That's so dramatic, I know. So before I start with the sets for the next scene, I need to make this guy a suit. He needs a suit. And I'm not sure what fabric to use. I have a pretty large amount of this nice shade of blue that is kind of silky, which is what I'm going for. It's really soft. It's very thin, which is good. Yeah, LPS clothing, you need thin fabric ideally. And then I have this very gorgeous blue ribbon that I got secondhand. And I could use this ribbon too. Like, it's big enough and I have enough material, but I'm not sure which one to go with. I feel like both are just really good options. I don't know how much I'll show of this suit making process in this video. This is very much a trust the process type of thing. It does not look like a suit right now, but I promise you it's gonna turn into one. Okay, so here we have his suit is done. You can remove the bow, but I want to keep it on right now. This is his suit. It's not perfect, but I really like it. So yeah, I decided to pick the light blue because dark blue is not entirely his eye color and I wanted to match his eye color. So if I pick the light blue one, and then you get the gist. Like, it kind of mixes, not really, but yeah. So that's the suit, it's done. So I'm gonna put contact paper on this piece of cardboard because the other piece of cardboard with contact paper on wasn't big enough. It's very simple. You have a piece of cardboard, a piece of contact paper. Oh, anyway. You take the contact paper, that is whatever pattern or something you want, and then you take preferably a corner and you remove, why is everything difficult on camera anyway? You remove a piece of the paper underneath like this, and then you put on, or actually it would be more if we did it like this. We will put the cardboard on the desk. If you end up with an air bubble, you can take a needle, poke a tiny hole into it, and then just smooth over it like you usually do, and it will barely be noticeable at all. So okay, so this is the set for now. This is one room, by the way. This is one room, the dining party area room, whatever. It's supposed to be big. I wanted to make it bigger, but then I was like, it's gonna be so difficult to fill up that space, and it's already pretty big, so we're gonna go for it. I have this piece of cardboard that was used for something else that kind of collapsed and I need to repair, but before I do that, I'm gonna use it for this set. I know it has like some issues with it, like corner piece there, but we're gonna cover that with a piece of LPS furniture, and then it won't be noticeable on camera, and that's what counts. So first and foremost, I want the entrance to be here. It's there now, but as you can see, the back there doesn't have contact paper, so I'm not sure if I will just flip this around depending on the angle, like this, or if I'll just have to buy more contact paper. It's a bit expensive, but it's so worth it, and you get a lot more than if you just buy a bunch of scrapbook paper. Scrapbook paper can still be great for backgrounds, but I think I might just like contact paper a bit more. This set is going to be a bit difficult because I need to make it look like a really big room with lots of things happening, but also really rich because all the characters in my series are freaking rich. So I'm thinking of maybe adding these golden petal thingies. I don't know if they're even called petals, I don't remember. I suck at both of the languages that I speak. The furniture that I needed when did you watch that unboxing that is out by now that I made? With like LPS furniture. I'm trying to use some of those. This is the set so far. We have the couch there because they can afford to buy a new one if the characters spell too much vodka on the couch. We have the fireplace that covers the thing in the corner that I don't want to be noticeable on camera. We have the golden thingies. I put like, is it called duct tape? This type of tape thing that you saw before in the video. It holds up the Goldwing as well as I put sticky tag underneath it. And then we have the little table with a lot of things on it. Like we have punch, we have a bunch of alcohol bottles, empty cups, lots of Coca-Cola, a little bit of Fanta, some other drinks. I'd imagine they have everything, so. And then a little carpet over there. I'm probably gonna add more things to this set, but that's what it looks like for now. And I'm also gonna add more NPCs in the background, so yeah. Okay, so I think the set is done. I added this old vintagey clock that is in like 1,000,000,000 older people's houses because it's fitting, you know, for the vibe. And then I'm gonna repaint this probably because I don't like how the color blends in with the rest of the set. Same with the punch here, like the punch bottle. I'm probably just gonna paint it like white or something like that. So it's cool. I like how this looks. So okay, so actually I found another bowl that is just made in like, you know when you buy eggs and they're like just as expensive as a Gucci bag? When you buy eggs, you get this type of cardboard, right? I cut that cardboard and used that for the punch bowl thing. And I don't think the radio is too ill-fitting anymore. Like the punch bowl is blue, that drink is blue, the radio is blue. Like I don't think I'm gonna repaint anything. So what I'm gonna do now is fill this room with NPCs or LPS, like important characters, non-important characters, whatever. I'm gonna dress them up. Okay, so I am done with the set that is like the party room. Oh, there's hair there, ew. But I'm done with it. Actually removes the couch. Yeah, but I'm done with it. The design and the LPS and everything. I left some extra space like right here because that's where the characters are going to be. And then the rest of the set is crowded with all kinds of LPS. We have Trevor and my girlie over there. I did not plan for them to be a ship. Maybe, I guess they are. We gotta work on this other side now, which is like their hallway. I didn't think I would have to buy new props for the hallway, but then I realized these characters are rich. I need good looking stairs. And then I found these cheap ones and the rest is obvious. And I don't think I received the package yesterday, which was Friday. So, in other words, I'm gonna have to wait until the weekend. So yeah, but in the meantime, we can decorate. Okay, this is the design I have for the hallway so far. A little mirror over there. The place where they have a phone calls. I'm not gonna use these stairs for their hallway, but it's more like a temporary. So I'll get the real stairs in the mail. Then we have, I'm supposed to decorate that thing, and then this little thing as well. That's the little hallway thing. I really hope I don't have to get more contact paper for this. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. My desk is covered with sets, and I'm not able to film until probably tomorrow. I'm probably getting the package that I need tomorrow. However, it would be very inconvenient to take down these sets just to craft a new set and then put these back up the next day, especially since the majority of the day is over. I'm just gonna craft on the floor. Require more solutions. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to. I'm creating a bathroom set for this. Okay. Now I have cut 3 pieces, 2 pieces that are the same size, where one is supposed to have the door inside of it, and one is supposed to have like the, just a bigger wall. No windows, no doors, no anything, just a wall basically. Okay guys, it's not Monday. It's the day after and I got my package. It technically arrived at the place I was supposed to pick it up on Monday, but my phone was about to die so I couldn't go and pick it up. I'm a bit concerned because the package is very thin. Hey, so I really cringe at this next part because I had forgotten that I had only ordered the front stairpiece and not actual stairs. Like, not the steppy things, just the front of the steppy things. And I cringed so hard looking at this video because I forgot and I was like, what? There are no stairs, but like they weren't supposed to be stairs. If I don't have some kind of disclaimer about how cringe this is, I'm gonna physically recoil out of my body, so I need to add that disclaimer. Okay, enjoy the video. Like, I don't want to show the other side, it has too much personal info on it, but we're gonna open it in the video because I think it's a package that I ordered for the series. So, hi Randy! Hi, you're so cute! Aww, I love you, Randy. I love you so much. Okay, so here is... Oh, Randy, don't make it! Oh my god, Randy! She nearly made my camera stand fall down and I panicked. We have some newspaper. And we have that. Do we have anything else? Nope, use that. Did I get scammed or something? I don't understand. Like, what's going on? Or, oh wait, it's like, oh shit. It's like IKEA, right? What? There are no stair pieces with this? What? Okay, did I get scammed or something? Yeah, okay. This is a bit smaller than I expected, and it's also like no stair pieces. Am I gonna have to readjust these and craft it into like an actual... Because it has no stairs, it's just the front piece of the staircase. Okay, I'm gonna check the list. Okay, I'm gonna check the listing later to see if, like, did I misinterpret something or did I get scammed? In the meantime, I have another package that arrived today. I don't know which one it is. I just know it's an LPS one. It's gonna cheer me up. I think it's... I think I know what it is, but I also don't think I know what it is. Oh yeah, it is the one that I was thinking of. It has like fake LPS in it. Oh my god, okay, let's open this one first. It has this cow. I've had this cow but in a different color. It was like yellow or light pink. Yeah, I think it was light pink. But honestly, I like this one more because of the colors. Like, oh shit. Red tattoos in gray. Like, slay. Slay. And then we have this bird. I remember I had this bird, but in a different color, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in a different color. Like, I don't remember. Oh, then this bird was definitely in a different color when I had it. He's cute. I don't remember what colors the other bird were though, so I can't compare them. They're probably at my mom's house somewhere. And then we're gonna take this up, yes. Oh, I think I had this, yeah. I had this exact bunny, this exact color. Now I have a double. I don't know where the other bunny is though, so like, some ways I don't have double. So the main reason I purchased this, the main nostalgia, this cat. I had this cat, but it was pink, like a bright pink, hot pink or something. But then the eyes were the same and the tattoos were the same. I got this for the nostalgia, okay? I made a mistake of customizing this cat when I was a kid, and I wanted her back. And now I have her back. I need to check what 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 doing. Hold on. But yeah, I absolutely love this cat. Hopefully one day I get the pink version back. Oh my god, her peg is rusty. Whatever, I can maybe fix that. I'm never customizing this kitty again, and I think she's really cute. And oh my god, what happened to her there? Like, I can probably fix it, but like, what? Life update, y'all. It was me being stupid. They did mention that there was no stair, but I can fix that. I crafted stairs before, I can fix that. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fix this shit. Okay, so I am done with a lot of sets I've been crafting for the past 2 or 3 days. The stairs aren't entirely done because this looks a bit weird. How are there's no stairs here? However, I'm too lazy to fix that right now. I want to film so badly. You guys don't even understand. So this part is not going to be noticeable. I'll fix it, I promise. But, oh, shit, not right now. This is pretty simple. We fixed it up and touch up some of the rough paint. I might add more touch-ups later on when, like before I start filming in this set. But yeah, that's not happening yet. So, and then we have, I'm actually really proud of this. Look at this. It's a window, right? And since they're in the bathroom, right? You cannot see through very well. It's like blurry, just like a real bathroom window. I'm actually kind of impressed how I did that. I don't know, it made me very happy. And like if you take, this is my broken lamp, alright? You take that one, it glows right through just like I want it to. Like I'm so happy with this. Yeah, not perfect, but functional, and that's my goal ultimately. So okay, sometimes I do like little mini checks before. I went looking for this and turns out Mike is still wearing the same bow as he did during his day at work. I don't think he would wear the same bow as he did in work just like a few days earlier. So I think we need to change the bow. I think I gave him the perfect bow now. Look, like it's extra, it's fancy, but it suits the occasion. Guys, I forgot he was gonna be in this episode, so we need to dress him up and give him a stick attached to the back of his head because he's actually in the episode. Like, can you believe it? He actually shows up. He ended up getting this one because he's wide. So a wide bow really suits him. Guys, I'm sad because my lamp fucking died. It needs more battery. I don't know if I'm able to charge it in this position while I film. And like I was so motivated to film, but now it's like I won't have time tomorrow. I won't have time the day after, most likely probably. I won't have time on Friday, most likely probably. And I'm just like, no, I start school on Monday. I only have time during the weekend now. Fuck off. One thing that's pretty important to think about is lighting and like the angles that come from and how to make it consistent. My lighting setup is very different from what it usually looks like because this is usually my main lamp that I put above the camera. However, I needed to be in this room while I film some of the shots over here because as you can see, there's no door there. So naturally some of the lighting from the disco lamp would come out of the main dining room and it would be in this room. So I needed to think about how I would set it up. So I decided to put that lamp there, and instead of using like my broken backup lamp for my camera, I decided to use this lamp, which isn't even a film lamp, it's just like a lamp. The reason for this is it actually looks really natural on my camera, number one. And number two, because of the lampshade over here, it kind of cancels some of the lighting, if that makes sense. So it's not as bright as it could have been, which is good. Because if it was too bright, you wouldn't see any of the lighting from the other lamp over here. I also move my lamp, like this lamp, depending on how much of the lighting I need to cancel out, like from the lamp on. So like for example, if I need to remove this wall to get a certain shot, more of the lighting from the other lamp over there will be visible. Therefore, I will move the lamp a little bit closer to where my camera is, like over here, to kind of get the set that I want. But sometimes my lamp will be put over here, just so that just because I don't want too much lighting to be there. It just depends on what it looks like, if that makes sense. Because I want the lighting to be consistent. Like if I remove this background, it's obviously gonna change how much lighting from the other room is coming. So I need to change the lamp so you can tell that I removed the wall so that it still looks consistent and everything. And it's been working so far, at least with my camera. Also, if I am recording a shot, I'll insert a shot where you can see inside of the room here. I will remove this lamp and I will either put it on the ground like here somewhere or above my camera, which is what I normally do. But sometimes I can't do that. Or I will just, if I only need to move 1 LPS or 0 LPS, I'll hold it like this, because I don't want the lighting to come from this direction when I'm in this room, because I need to put a wall up here, right? And if I put a wall up there, the lighting won't be as visible. And 2, it would be weird just to have a wall, the lighting coming from the side when you're in this room, but the lighting would realistically be up here, or something like that. So that's how I fix the lighting in this set. I hope that makes sense. Otherwise I'll have to insert other explanations. But yeah, how you move like certain walls can drastically affect your lighting. So it's important that you move the lamps around as well, so that the lighting remains consistent. It's not a big thing, but all those small details make very big differences. Sometimes when I need this wall to be the background of a wall, but I don't want the door to be noticeable, I just turn the background upside down, so you will only see this part, so it doesn't look like there's not a door there, so that you can see the gap there, because it's not supposed to be on that specific wall. It's supposed to be a wall there. I just turned it upside down, so like you can, so that on camera it actually looks like there's a full-on wall there. And I know this background is not big enough to cover over there, but you can see that on camera, okay? You can watch the episode if you don't believe me. So a lot of the filming process is just me thinking, okay, what will be visible on camera? And then what will not be visible on camera? And then I only focus on what you can actually see. You know how I thought putting the lamp on the camera, like the main disco lamp over there, the camera would be fine? It would not be fine. It changed the lighting, or like the angle of the lighting drastically. Like, look at this. Like, it looks really different, alright? So, I have an idea, because I'm gonna need a wall there later on. I have this lamp over here. I have tape. You're probably thinking of the same thing, aren't we? I think this is good enough. Everybody might not agree with me, but that's okay. Like, most of the time I hot glue the item on instead of using sticky tile, because it sticks on easier, like it doesn't fall off really. I had to be careful when I did it on these, because he has sparkles on him, and I don't want the sparkle to like fall off. Okay, so I have recorded the entire scene, aside from 2 shots of freeze, and then it's done. Of course, I'm gonna have to edit it just briefly and look through all the shots to make sure I don't have to refilm anything. And then I can take down this part of the set, but not that part, because I'm gonna use it later. Yes, my desk is chaotic. Whatever. I also need something on it, like I currently use this to hold up some of the pieces, because I can't tape them because I have to move the pieces so much. My camera battery died, so I can't record those 2 shots right now. I'm gonna have to charge it. I'll record those 2 and then I'll be done. I'm also gonna try to take a thumbnail photo, like just before I take down the set, because sometimes I notice, oh, I want the thumbnail to be there, but you know, I have recorded the entire thing and then I take down the set and it's annoying. So I'm gonna take a few thumbnail photos, and usually I take off these temporarily just to take the thumbnail photos. I'm gonna do that. And then we'll go through the thumbnail photos I have and see which one fits the best. I think it's either gonna be a shot in this scene or in the absolute last scene. So we'll have to see about that. News. So I went away to be with my friend, and I forgot that I put water in this. And 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 loves to trip over things that has water in them, or like drink out of things that he's not supposed to drink out of, and then they fall over. So the flooring that was here, it is wet, and I put it outside to air dry, and I don't think I'm gonna take any pictures with this set for the thumbnail, because I don't feel like putting it all back up again. Nothing that was too expensive was permanently ruined lately. Like, my camera is perfectly fine and so on, but I'm still very sad about all of this. And I wish I would have thought, but I was in a rush when I was going to my friend. Yeah, 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆, you just hate your mommy, don't you? Yeah, you want to fuck with me, you little bitch. Yeah, you're so cute, even though you're an asshole. Yeah, you're so asshole, me little 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆, my little void Sean.
Ew, this This is so cringe. Guilty.
Not edited the scene yet where this set was, so we're gonna have to hope and pray that I don't have to refilm anything because I don't want to rebuild this. I want to take it all down, but you know, if I have to refilm something, I have to refilm something, and there's not much we can do aside from being more careful in the future because 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 is the way that he is, and can't really change it. You know, he's something else. Guys, you know how like 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 ruined one of the set, the floor on the set, and I was hoping and praying that I would not have to refilm any of the shots. Here's a shot that's out of focus for you. And I also forgot to film one shot, I'm pretty sure, because I don't have it. Okay, a little update on how I'm gonna solve this whole 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 ruined the floor issue. I'm using the floor that was made for the room that is next to the party room. Oh, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. The problem is, it's too small. So I'm gonna hope and pray that you can't notice this white section on camera when I refilm these shots. And we're just gonna have to hope for the best, because I don't wanna make a new floor just for 2 shots, only to then probably never use it again. So let's hope for the best. Okay, so the scene is going to be like almost 4 minutes long, or it's almost 4 minutes long now, and it's one of my favorite scenes in this episode. To be honest, I think this might turn into one of my favorite episodes, but we'll have to see when it's done. I refilmed those shots and now I can take down the original set and everything. So okay, so that's pretty much what I've done for the set so far. The bathroom, and then outside the bathroom. Outside the bathroom doesn't have anything yet, but inside the bathroom is pretty much done. We have the washer, the washing machine, the bathtub. It's kind of similar to the set with Hailey's bathroom, but different. Same but different. Also, here's the thing, right? I have this wall that is supposed to have like this marmor thing that like the floor in the bathroom has and the walls in the other room has. But I don't have any more like paper or like contact paper for that. So since I'm 99% sure that I'm only gonna record angles where you can see this wall from the side, I'm gonna paint it myself. It's not gonna be as good as if it was contact paper, but since you're only seeing it from an angle like this, roughly, I don't think it's gonna be that much of a problem. Plus, I'm probably gonna put furniture as well, so it roughly cover the wall. So that's what I'm planning to do today. Okay, so the bathroom set is done. It looks like this. Well, okay, that the toilet roll is not supposed to be there, but look, whatever. And then we have the outside bathroom set. And if you look from the side, the wall looks fine. But if you look from like this angle, I don't like it very much. But from this side, it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna start filming now. Okay, so this scene so far is like 40-50 seconds long. When I dub over the scenes, they tend to get shorter, so we'll see about that when I get to the dubbing, because this is just rough editing. I put this up as like a potential thumbnail. Took a photo, I'll insert it here. I don't know if this will be the official product or if I'll take another thumbnail picture. It could be the final thumbnail. Yeah, I usually don't just take one photo and then go with it. There's usually multiple photos that I take as thumbnails, and you'll have to see like which one turns into the thumbnail, so, or you know it by the time you're watching, but like, yeah. Okay, so I am horrible at math and I could be wrong, but I think this scene is only 20 seconds long. Of course it might be shorter when I dub it, most likely, yeah, but it's kind of funny that it's only like 20 seconds to me. I don't know. Okay guys, so the curtains from episode 5, I don't know where the other 2 of those are. So I decided that they're gonna have new curtains for this episode. And I was like, how do I color coordinate it? And well, some evil shit is about to happen in this episode. So we're gonna go with red curtains because I also have this nice like flowery fabric. So I'm gonna give them new curtains. And the way I make curtains is simple. I cut the piece, poke holes above, and then boom, curtains. Okay, so here are the curtains, and behind the window scene thingy over here, the window wall, whatever, we have this lamp so that it glows red. Now this set can glow in orange. I'm gonna show that in a bit, but it's a bit tricky because the 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 like cable design is actually horrible, because when you take this out, the plug stay in, So you basically have to have it attached all the time once you put it in. It's very bad, and I accidentally half ruined it when I pull it out. Like, it's so bad. I'm gonna have to make it work because I want the light to. I was curious how I did the whispering shot where he whispers in his ear. I didn't just move the LPS like this because then it would be very messy. I took something like, let's say this, with like the exporting thing that I have, and then I put it in front of Reese like this, and then Reese obviously didn't fall down when that happened, but let's pretend he's standing up normally. I put 𝖊𝖉𝖈𝖐𝖊𝖈 up like this and then made her move, and because of the angle you can't see what she's standing on. I'm gonna have to refilm some of the shots because some of them look very bad. Other than that, it's basically done. I'll go from doing rough editing to the more deeper editing, or first I'll do the dubbing, then deeper editing. So since some of the scenes are completely done with the voice acting, like this last scene, I thought I'd show you some basic editing things. I tried to add like a lot of audio design or sound effects. This sound effect is called video playback for some reason, but it's a refrigerator just existing and you can hear it because sometimes that makes sense. I figured, and I tried to think like, what noises would you realistically hear if you were there? I'm so happy because I wanted to add this song to this scene for so long. When I wrote it, I imagined this song in the background and I listened to this song, and not only does it fit perfectly, but I get to end the scene exactly, like I get to use the exact portion of the song that I want to, and it ends right when I use the portion that I want. It fits perfectly. I'm just so happy. I also decided to like put an end to this sound effect with the fridge earlier because I thought that like it didn't fit the vibe. So I was like, yeah, it's not gonna be in the entire scene, but like, that's fine. Guys, it's me, 𝖒𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖆 with my friend. And she's my friend in real life, and she's gonna voice act for me in the series. So I bought my fucking laptop, my microphone. Hey. Yes! So she's gonna voice act in real life for me, and I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Do you wanna say anything about the process? Valid. Very valid. So she's voice acting like 2 characters, but one barely says anything. He's like an NPC. She's voice acting like this bitch. I was like, I don't want to hold the microphone. It's too heavy.
God, I don't want to hold the microphone.
I mean, same, but like, fuck off.
Exactly, like, shut your fucking bitch ass up.
She's holding the microphone and she's dating Trevor. Like, come on, you could do better. Okay, so I'm gonna post a little teaser trailer to my Instagram, as you can see there. I also scheduled another reel. Oh, because posted, I want a lot of attention to be towards my Instagram, so that more people will see teaser trailer that a new episode is coming out, this new series is coming out. Or it's not new, but whatever. So I have another reel scheduled before the episode release date teaser thingy, and I plan on doing another reel, but I might not have the time. And I have some photography that's gonna be released as well. It's not releasing, it's escaping. I could not get my microphone to not echo anymore. I have no idea why it echoed, but it did, and I couldn't think of a way to fix it. I couldn't figure it out. So we are gonna do my backup plan, which is record audio the way I used to record audio, which is I would just record clips like this and then voice act in those clips. I don't do it like that anymore. It's a lot more convenient to use a microphone, but I can't figure it out, so I really hope my microphone isn't broken. I forgot to record how all that went with the microphone and microphone issues, but I ended up recording the audio with my camera, like just put an LPS like this and then say the dialogue, and then I just had to go with it and hope the audio wasn't complete shit. But it probably was. That was it for this very long video. This is the longest video I have ever made out of anything I have ever created. If you guys want more long videos, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer on how I did it. Or if there's something you've seen in a series episode that I've done and you're like, oh, that wasn't in this episode, that wasn't included here, how do you do that? Let me know and I can make a tutorial on that specifically. But yeah, I don't know if I want to do another behind the scenes. It was a pain to edit. Let me know what your thoughts are. I hope this video wasn't too boring. Tell me in the comments what you thought. Leave a comment, leave a like. Very important. Leave a like. And subscribe. Bye!